दाबूया बटन रेफ्रिजरेटरचं, येणार वादळ परिवर्तनाचं, निलेश राणे यांच्या विक्रमी विजयाचं आणि आपल्या कोकणच्या स्वाभिमानचं. रत्नागिरी सिंधुदुर्ग लोकसभा मतदारसंघातील महाराष्ट्र स्वाभिमान पक्षाचे उमेदवार श्री निलेश नारायण राणे यांना रेफ्रिजरेटर चिन्हासमोरील बटन दाबून प्रचंड मतांनी विजयी करा. लक्षात ठेवा रेफ्रिजरेटर, सर्वांना सांगा रेफ्रिजरेटर. या कोकण भूमीला बॅरिस्टर नाथपै, मधु दंडवते यांच्यासारख्या अभ्यासू खासदारांची परंपरा आहे. या नेत्यांची अभ्यासपूर्ण भाषण ऐकण्यासाठी अवघी लोकसभा आणि देशही आतुर असायचा. या परंपरेचा एक वाटस्वरूप म्हणून आज निलेश राणे एक उच्च शिक्षित आणि अभ्यासू नेतृत्व म्हणून नव्या पिढीत वेगाने लोकप्रिय होत आहेत. एकूणच कोकणच्या विकासाचं व्हिजन आणि त्यावरचा त्यांचा ऍक्शन प्लॅन समजून घेण्यासाठी सिंधुदुर्ग लाईव्हच्या टीमनं त्यांची इंग्रजीत मुलाखत घेतली आहे.
जैतापकर बिल्डर्स अँड डेव्हलपर्स 20 वर्षांपासून गृहस्वप्न साकार करणारं एक नातं विश्वासाचं.
रत्नागिरी सिंधुदुर्ग लोकसभा मतदारसंघात अभ्यासू खासदारांची परंपरा आहे. कोकणचा निसर्ग जगाच्या पाठीवर पोहोचवायचा असेल आणि कोकण उद्योग व्यवसायाने समृद्ध करायचं असेल तर निश्चितच उच्च शिक्षित लोकप्रतिनिधींची गरज आहे. जागतिक पातळीवरच्या, देश पातळीवरच्या अनेक ठिकाणांचा अभ्यास करून कोकणात विकास प्रकल्प उभे करावे लागतील. यासाठी व्हिजननं काम करणारा नेता हवा, त्यांचा अभ्यास हवा आणि अभ्यासासाठी जगाने मान्य केलेल्या इंग्रजी या ज्ञानभाषेवर आपलं प्रभुत्व हवं. बॅरिस्टर नाथपै आणि मधु दंडवते यांची भाषणं ऐकायला लोकसभाच नव्हे तर अवघा देश आतुर असायचा. तो त्याचमुळे असे व्हिजन आणि असाच अभ्यास असेल तरच कोकण रेल्वेसारखा एखादा भव्य दिव्य प्रकल्प उभा राहू शकतो. याच परंपरेचा एक पाईक म्हणून आज निलेश राणे यांनी नव्या पिढीच्या पाठिंब्यावर कोकणला बदलण्यासाठी मोठी मोहीम उघडली आहे. त्यांचं व्हिजन आणि अभ्यास याची माहिती नव्या पिढीला व्हावी म्हणून सिंधुदुर्ग लाईव्ह आणि रत्नागिरी लाईव्हनं निलेश राणे यांचा प्रथमच इंग्रजी भाषेत खास इंटरव्ह्यू घेतलाय. पाहूया आमच्या प्रतिनिधी अदिती बाणवलेकर यांनी निलेश राणे यांची घेतलेली ही खास मुलाखत.
The whole nation is heading towards the 17th Lok Sabha election and people all over the country are talking about it. And in this present scenario, we have in our midst Honorable Mr. Nilesh Rane. Welcome, sir. But at the very outset, let me get it very clear why Sindhudurg and Ratnagiri Live, the leading channels of Kokan, are carrying out this interview. It is to make the stand of Mr. Nilesh Rane quite clear to the entire world and our viewers of Kokan. So let us begin. My first question to you, sir, is you are a prominent leader of Maharashtra, youth leader of Swabhiman Party, and it is the first time that Swabhiman Party is contesting the Lok Sabha election. So with what motive is your party gearing up for this election?
Even if the party is new, we have been in active politics since, I think I have been in active politics since the past 15 years. My father has been in active politics since the past 40 years. The main motive behind starting our own party was very political. Situations happened and we had to come out with the party, so we came out with the party. And our stand is very clear that this party is going to be based only on developmental issues, only on issues that concern the people, and it is not going to be biased towards any religion, caste or creed. And we have been very clear about it. From the time we have launched this party, the response has been great. A lot of youth have been coming into the party. They have been very active in this whole process, and it has been a good journey till now. And being the first candidate of my party as a member of parliament candidate, the response has been very nice, very warming, and we plan to take it ahead and win these elections.
So, you have been elected for the 15th Lok Sabha. You didn't make it to the 16th. But an entire journey, you have grown a strong bond with the people and you have always been striving hard for their development. So, how did you make it possible, sir?
See, basically, I never lost contact with any of my own people. I consider this land, Ratnagiri and Sindhu district, my own people. So I never lost contact with them. I was constantly in touch with them, with their issues, with their problems, and they felt comfortable with me too. So as much as I was comfortable with them, they were equally comfortable with me. And situations happened that we grew closer. And we grew closer, I think, after 2014 more than what I was close to them prior to 2014. And the journey has been excellent. People have been responding to me very well. The issues that I have raised are all public related issues. Shiv Sena has a complete failure. Since past 25 years of what they have done in Ratnagiri, they have been a complete failure. Since 2014, when Mr. Rane, when Senior Rane has not been there in power, people are seeing that change. That, when Mr. Rane was in power, Senior Rane was in power, what they had seen in that period, they are not able to see it in the past 4.5, 5 years. So the difference people can relate to. And that is why the response that you see, the response that I see, my own people see, there is a huge difference between 2014 elections and 2019 elections. 2014 elections happened due to one person, which happens to be our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, sir. And the whole elections revolved around him. So people did not vote for the candidate here. They did not even know who the candidate was. They voted for Mr. Modi. And that affected the voting a lot, because people, all that they could see was that we wanted to help Mr. Modi in 2014 election. The situation, the scenario has completely changed. Now the tables have turned. And what people want now is what I see, what people see, and what people tell me, even journalists tell me, even the reports tell me, that people want someone from their own hood, from their own lifestyle, they consider close to them, and not someone who is a 66-year-old who is never going to address those youth issues or employment issues. 5 years they were in the government, did not do anything. They did not address the employment issue. They did not address the fishermen issue. The highway work is still incomplete. Airport work is still incomplete. All those things that we had started, even Kokan railway, the things that I started during my tenure are still incomplete. We wanted a full-fledged terminus in our region, but that did not happen. They did not take it ahead. All they had to do was take it ahead. They did not do it. And that is why people are seeing that change. We gave you the government. Shiv Sena was screaming for 25 years that we want to come in the government. We gave you the government, and what have you done after that? They could not do much. They did not do anything. Forget doing much. They did not do anything. And that is what affected the employment, the youth, and the mentality, the mindset has changed. Now we gave the Shiv Sena what they wanted, but 5 years what they got. They have only been complaining about the opposition. Now what can the opposition do? What can a person like me do? We can only do morchas, andolans, and whatever complaints that we do. But they only pinpointed those issues that the opposition is not letting us work. You are in the government, boss. You are the boss. The boss takes the decisions and delivers. So that is what they were unable to do. And 2019 elections are going to be so different that a new party like mine, with a new symbol, people want that change. They don't want Shiv Sena anymore. Why? Because they weren't able to deliver. And why they want Maharashtra Swabhaman Party, or why they want Nilesh Rane, was because they think that all the problems that he raised are our problems, and he is able to solve them. He's taking the initiative to solve them, and that is what I feel is a big change in 2019 elections.
As you said, the present scenario is a total disaster, the disasters that have caused by the present government. So at this point of time, your manifesto for your constituency, Ratnagiri Sindhudurg, is of very importance. So what is your manifesto for this Lok Sabha election, sir? I
released my manifesto yesterday, and in that manifesto I had clearly mentioned all the issues that are public related issues, be it tourism, be it our forts, employment, food processing industry, Konkan railway, and medicines at the doorstep and stuff like that. And it was a very thought after process, and we thought about it a lot. There's a separate team that made this manifesto, and they were very specific about what this constituency wants. So they were very specific, and I'm very happy with the manifesto, because all that I said I'm going to do, that I'm going to do. So there is no going back. And even if when I said that I'm going to make a international school, I'm going to make it with my own money. I will not wait for the government's money so that the government will help me and one day I'll make a school, an international school, which the area needs, the students over here need it. So I'm going to do all of that put together. I'm not going to wait for the government's money. Now if you see the opposition's manifesto, what they have done is, we'll try to do it. All the points mentioned in the manifesto is from point 1 to point 9, we will try to do something, we'll try to do this, we'll try to do that. That does not solve anything. All they have done and said in that manifesto is that we will try to do it. I never said I'll try to do it, I said I will do it. So that is the major difference. And my manifesto is something that the people can keep at home. It is not just a piece of paper that people will just read it and throw it away. It is a booklet. I tried it in such a way that people will relate to it. It's just not made out of some without giving it a thought. It has been given a lot of thought, a lot of input has been put into it, and all that we can do has been put in that manifesto, and which I'm going to deliver, which I will deliver. I promised only those issues, and it has been a well thought manifesto. That is all I can say.
So yes, I did go through your manifesto, and it does cover the many issues that people wanted to be solved. So how is the response that you've been getting for your manifesto and the overall campaigning that you have done so far?
The response has been good. Like I said, Shiv Sena has been a complete failure. The MP right now, Mr. Raut, has been a complete failure. He can't talk, he can't relate to the parliament, he can't relate to the people, he can't relate to the issues. See, when you go to the parliament, you need certain set of things inside you to relate to the parliament also. Parliament is not something that anyone can go inside and come out and just say that I did it. No one can do it just so easily. Many stalwarts which I saw in that time when I was an MP, it was very difficult to even to settle down there. Someone like Vinayak Raut to go there and settle down and raise all the issues and get respect out of it, it does not happen so easily. It did not happen also. So Mr. Raut, what he has done from the past 5 years, he's just raised objections about certain things, like the Nanar issue. The Nanar issue was such that their own minister of I think industries, they launched the project, and when they saw the public is agitated over this issue, they changed their stand. And when the stand was changed, not once did this member of parliament, Mr. Raut, raise this issue inside the parliament. What he had to do was raise it inside the parliament. He never did it. So a person like me will think twice when the issue is so important and still you're not raising it in the parliament, but you're raising it on the road. That means you want to do politics out of it. You don't want the people to get anything out of it. You just want to make your own name, your own party, benefit out of votes. So on a lot of fronts, Mr. Raut has been a complete failure. Now if you do the same interview with him, I'm sure it won't last for 5 minutes also. So my only concern is, even if he can't speak, he should have done something for the people out of his own pocket. There is not a single shop, there is not a single skill academy, there is not a single store which this member of parliament has made for the people. He should have done it on his own. I mean, no one has told me to make a school. No one has told Mr. Senior Rane to make a 650-bedded hospital, a multi-speciality hospital. He did it out of his own money. There are a lot of MLAs and MPs in Shiv Sena who have a lot of money. who are big contractors with, they don't want to do it. They might as well roam in a 5-star car or a very expensive car, but they don't want to do it for the public. So that is my only objection. That is why I'm very aggressive about this entire thing, is because they want one-sided development, and that development only belongs to them, and I'm against it. This is what Ratnagiri, Sindhudurg wants. You have to give it to them. And if you're not giving it to them, I will raise issues, my family will raise issues, my party will raise issues, and you have to answer. And that is what I've been doing.
So as I said before, you're a prominent leader not just of Konkan but of whole Maharashtra. You're a youth leader of Swabhiman Party. Entire state of Maharashtra has its eyes set on you. You're receiving a lot of love and support from entire state. So how will you channel this youth support and love that you have been getting for the development of Konkan?
See, my severe concern is the youth should get employment here. And they should not migrate anywhere else, so that, you know, they leave their family and then they migrate. They have to stay very in a very not so hygienic places or not so well-to-do places. My only concern is, my premier concern is that the youth of my constituency will get employment here. So that is why in my manifesto, if you see, food processing industry that I want to launch, that I want to create, mangoes, cashews, coconuts and all those put together, we start a food processing industry. We create byproducts. Now we are a huge producing site, producing district, but we don't do byproducts. So what I need is, we do byproducts for the world, so that the world comes to Kokan, they know what the byproduct is, they know where it comes from, rather than we sending it to APMC and then APMC taking the major chunk of the profit out of it, and then the farmers over here don't get much. So what my main concern is, make cold storages here, make food processing industry here, so that let the world come here and take our mangoes, take our coconuts or whatever byproducts that we make, whatever storage that we do, let the world come here. A lot of our mangoes, the premium products, they all go to Middle East nations, and we don't get much, our farmers don't get much. Yeah. So the chain thing that starts with it, one business, then comes the packaging, then comes the marketing, then comes the transportation. This is a chain business where each and every, someone who is educated, someone who's skilled will get something out of it. Then the second thing that I wanted to do for employment was start a skill academy where electricians can be trained, where plumbers can be trained. They can make new electricians, they can make new plumbers. It is going to be a 365-day program, a 365-day program for the youth over here, so that they train themselves. They get trained so well that they start their own business or they start working somewhere. So it's a chain thing that I want to start doing, get them involved into doing something or the other, and not just migrating and doing some job in Bombay or Mumbai or Pune or some city like that. And jobs are not available in Mumbai and Pune anymore, or in Kolhapur anymore. So that is going to be my major concern, that how do I convert these unemployed youth into, channelize them into, doing something, and they earn something well out of it. So that is going to be one of my major concerns, and that is going to be my prime target as well.
So sir, the last question, and the question of utmost importance. The natives of Konkan, as we all know, are running the whole of Mumbai, but their motherland is in a shabby condition. And this 17th Lok Sabha election brings to us a massive opportunity of changing the whole scenario. So how will you utilize it to its best, and what message will you like to leave behind for your voters from Ratnagiri Sindhudurg constituency, sir?
See, the message has been loud and clear. We want change. We are asking for change in Ratnagiri because 25 years of Ratnagiri has been under Shiv Sena rule, and it has been a disaster. It has been a complete disaster. There is not a single property that you can show, which is compared with a 21st century property. We still live in medieval period where people relate to all the old times. That is what I feel. The major concern of Ratnagiri has been water. Can you imagine, we live in the 21st century and we are still dying for water. When we are blessed with a rainfall of 4,000 millimeters per year, still we can't conserve it. Still we can't channelize that water and make it into drinking water so that our villagers, our poor people can have it. Water has been a major concern here. Can you imagine 25 years of rule in Ratnagiri? Shiv Sena has been ruling it, and the basic concern of our people is water. And it has been a complete disaster. This rule has been a complete disaster. In Sindhudurg, the scenario is different. Sindhudurg, 2014 till 2019, all those people came into power. All the Shiv Sena people who came into power, they have all been a disaster. They have all been liars. They have been lying about the entire issue. They are making a non-issue out of an issue. Like how we say in our speeches, the Guardian Minister in Sindhudurg says that we made airport. The airport has been made before 2014. What they had to do was take permissions and start the airport so that the landing and takeoff can happen easily. They did not even take the permission. They did not take any kind of required conditions that you need to run an airport. But they launched the airport twice. Not once, but twice. Still, there are no aircrafts at the airport. Still, the functioning hasn't happened. It is just lying empty. There is no security at the airport. But just because we did something and we wanted to show the world that we are doing it better than the Ranes, we are doing it better than Mr. Rane, that does not solve the issue, and that has not solved the issue. So that is why people want Ranes back into Sindhudurg. And in Ratnagiri, like how I said, they don't want Shiv Sena anymore. They want someone that can give him back. That can give Shiv Sena as a party. They can, they can tackle him. They can tackle them. So they see that picture in me. And I'm very thankful, I'm very happy that they see that picture in me, that I can tackle the Shiv Sena as much as they want me to tackle the Shiv Sena. I have never affected any, I have never done anything wrong with any normal voter of mine. People have been very happy with me. They love me, they bless me. And I'm really very blessed to have voters like this. And my only concern is all my life I could serve this beautiful constituency of mine. The world should know this constituency has such a huge potential that can show the world, like how Kerala has done. Now people relate to Kerala as an international destination.
Yeah.
Now that is something that I want to do for my own constituency, because we have equal potential as much as Kerala does. The coast is same.
Yeah.
Almost the habits are same. What we produce and what they produce is almost the same. So what my concern is, let us make it an international tourist destination. And someone who has seen that kind of a world can only promote it. Now someone like Vinayak Raut, who has never seen Nepal also, will never be able to promote it. So what my concern is, let the world see what my constituency is, and let them give that kind of an infrastructure that they can come, they can enjoy their life, they can have that standard of living, and my own people over here, staying over here, can earn something out of it, make their life better. Like how I live my life, I want my people to live an equal, similar life like mine. And that is what I'm trying for, and that is what my aim is.
Thank you, sir. We are very grateful that you've spent your precious time with us. Sindhudurg Live and its whole team is grateful to you for this time that you have spent with us, even though you have such a busy schedule. So this was for Mr. Nilesh Rane, who is the contestant of 17th Lok Sabha election. He is going with the quote of Mahatma Gandhi. He wants to be the change that he wants to see in his constituency. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again.